yes, what we're doing today, the nation's favourite food. Everybody loves bacon, and if you don't like bacon, then you're not really British. Bacon, bacon, bacon. So today we're going to do streaky bacon. So, believe it or not, streaky bacon comes from a pig. It does. Comes from a British pig. It also comes from the belly. So this is one of our pigs, Gordy boy. We're up anything between 5 and 7 miles as the crow flies from this abattoir. You don't get much more local than that, I can assure you. We are at the forefront here, backing British farmers. And we're going to do bacon again. So streaky bacon. Me being me, I've been and bought some bacon from a reputable supermarket, and we're going to have a little comparison. We're going to compare Slacky's bacon to this bacon. This is their version of streaky bacon. Now, I'll just read you some ingredients on it. There's, look at all the water's coming out of it, all over my hands though. So on here we've got 87% belly, we've got water, we've got salt, another ingredient I can't see, sodium acetate, can't even say it, preservatives, sodium something else, and nitrate. Right, can't even read them big words. One thing is missing, which you will get from a good butcher. One ingredient that you won't get in there is thyme. To make bacon, you need thyme. Here at Slacky's, we've got plenty of thyme for cure bacon, and that's the difference, because in here, how we cure ours, salt, this is just normal salt. There's no nitrate in here, this is just normal salt. And we use Demerara brown sugar. An evening mix, so a pound of Demerara brown sugar and a pound of salt to our belly pork. Right, onto the pig. So to get a good bacon pig, this is a bit bigger than a normal cutting pig. Anything between 80 and 90 kilos in weight, dead. 83.1, that's what she weighs. It has to be a female pig as well. You cannot cure a male pig, it has to be a female pig. So I'm putting on block. If anybody wants me to strictly come dancing, I'm on it, I'm on it. So, leg, shoulder, head, hock, loin, and then we want the belly. That's all we want today. We do only want the belly today. So we'll take the shoulders off. We'll leave the head on because it'll hang better with the head on. So this pig is 48 hours old. 2 days, that's what it's been. It was killed 2 days ago. That's long enough for hanging this for bacon. Leg, we're not going to cure the chump, so we take the whole leg off. The whole leg. I'll just remove this pork tenderloin as well, because if not, we'll ruin them. So we'll just take it back to the loin, because we don't want to cut across that. £15 a kilo at Slacky's, we don't want to be wasting these animals, do we? So remove the leg. Like so. We don't need that today. Now belly, what we're going to do with the belly is to find the length of the loin. So we'll come across that here. This is a perfect pig for curing bacon. 44 kilo, what is it? 43 kilo, 44 kilo. She's got a lovely covering, a fat on her. She's obviously a Donny pig, isn't she? So, don't need that right now. Because we're doing streaky bacon. This is what we want, look. This is what we're curing here. So to cure this, first thing we do, we should have some nipples on her. You can see them? We don't want them. So we'll cut across down. This is not a bone, it's a, like a, I don't know what to call them, but, and you just cut down there, and strain her out. And that should have removed all the nipples, because we don't want them in our bacon. The next thing is this fat. This fat here, we don't need this on here, so we can remove this without a knife. So we want this fat off. We don't want that in bacon today, so we can pull this out by hand, look. Pull it out. And we'll render that down for pork dripping. We don't waste that. Next thing we know, we need to go under the flap. If we keep this flap on here, you can take it off, but I don't think it makes a difference here. So we keep it on at slackies. So we just remove it nice and steady, look, to get to the end of the bone. Now that there is the end of the bone, just there. That's the end of the bone. And then we've got to go down the ribs. So very slowly, keep nice and steady. Helps if you've got a sharp knife. You just go down the bones. Nice and steady, keep taking the bones off, one by one. And then we go under the bones. Under the bones. Like this, nice and steady. So we go down the ribs, one by one. Nice and steady. Like so. Just taking them off, loosening them off. Like this. We try and keep as close to the bone as we can, because that's bacon at the end of the day. We shouldn't have to trim these bones when we took them out. Like so. Just like this. Beautiful. Just like that. Keep that over like that. Keep the fat on it. We're going to keep that on. Got some nipples on there, look. Got some nipples on. We're going to keep that on. A lot of butchers take that fat off. I don't really think we need to take that fat off, that skin off there. It cures perfectly good with it on. But it does do one more thing. Time. Time is important. Like that, look. So if we take that rind off, it'll cure quicker. But we're not in a rush today. Salt, nitro free, demerara sugar. Put them in together. This is how easy it is. You mix it around and around and around, and it's here to give her like baking a cake. Like baking a cake all over again. Then what we're doing, we put his bacon in there. Key is ends. Got to get the ends in first. Like this. Round the ends. Got to get the ends in. Start the ends. Then we lift this flap up and we get it in. And basically rub it. We rub it in, we rub it in. We're going to put this down. This will be down for 2 weeks. In this salt, we'll vacuum pack it up. I'm going to vacuum pack it into a bag. Just with this salt, brown sugar and salt water, that's it. Just like that. Rub it all over, make sure it's in deep. Make sure it's had a good rubbing. Then we get an handful. And we put on this flap here, the flap we put in, like so. And that is that. That'll be vacuum packed up and it'll be left in a bag, sealed bag for 2 weeks. One thing, the difference between that and that, time. Job's a fish.